I'm Jordan Klepper. This is Sports War, the show where we are legally not allowed to agree with each other.
So if I say baseball should get rid of the designated hitter,
then I say everybody should have to hit. The umps, the hot dog vendors, the 90-year-old organist. Choke up, Seymour.
I wish I was designated to hit you with a sock full of quarters.
Oh, I'd like to see you try that again when I'm sober.
Speaking of being incentivized to hit people, it was the last week in the NFL's regular season, and that means it's time for some players to cash in.
Whoa! $3 million bonus. These players are putting the damn in irreversible brain damage. And I gotta tell you, Desi, I love it. You can't put a price on $3 million. I mean, if you did, it'd probably be $3 million.
Bad take, discount Joel McHale. Why do professional athletes need more money just for doing their jobs? Isn't the pussy enough? Sorry, Jordan, I should explain. Pussy is slang for vagina, which is it's a woman's genitals and what your face looks like without a beard.
Wrong again, Leidick. It's what my face looks like with a beard in the 1970s.
TV10 Podcast, episode 0518 of this thing we call life.
That's right. We are doing 518 episodes. Oh, wait. Hold up. Am I in a studio now?
Yeah, you've been gone for a minute.
I have shuffled off the mortar coils that is Sacramento, and I am now here in Sosala.
Well, it's so good to have you back. I'm not even going to give you shit for pre-gaming.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm not sorry either. Because I had to deal with my brother-in-law.
Oh.
That is why I am pre-gaming.
What is your brother-in-law who does not listen to this podcast? What's his deal? What's his problem?
Well, Utah and, bro, why don't you move out to Sacramento? Why don't you move out to the to be here with your family? Bro, why don't you deal with everything involving your family? So I've been dealing with my own broligarchy.
So you basically, the fam wants you back in California.
Yes.
Well, at least one of them does anyway.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And my sister is like, no, he's okay. He's fine.
Yeah. Over there is Tommy Milagro, back
Hi.
from Sacramento. Over here is Bill Frost, and mystery guest, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Lara Jones.
Hi, Lara Jones.
There you go. Is that enough?
Hey, you know that voice.
And you are here because...
Because Bill keeps saying you should do it again since we did it, what, how many years ago?
You've done it twice.
Have I done it twice?
One sober, one not.
I don't remember the one that wasn't sober.
Well, it is available out there in the newly restored archives of TV10 Podcast.
What we're saying is, get a good lawyer. The second part is, get a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
We know people.
Laura Jones, of course, of KRCL's Radioactive. Mm-hmm. Very serious radio, unlike this show.
I don't know what night you're listening to that it's serious.
Does wackiness ensue?
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun these days, actually. Olivia Jaramillo on Monday, she wants to do everything against the backdrop of pop culture, so it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Okay.
She's great.
And then Rashawn Leak on Tuesdays.
Okay.
We end up laughing so hard, I don't think the listeners keep listening. But then Wednesday kind of arts and culture with Nick. Thursday nights is now popping open because we have had a volunteer host move on. And then Punk Rock Farmer on Fridays is always fun.
Okay.
And as you notice, kids, no pre-gaming is involved in those episodes, as far as you know.
Perhaps.
Yeah, what are you all drinking? What's going on here?
Well,
we got
to tell. That would be Mr. Frost over there and me. So we went to our good sponsors at Bohemian Brewery, and we got a little bit of a growler of the Dunkel. The Dunkel is a great drink to have at Bohemian.
It's very wintry.
Yeah. And you yourself are having some root beer?
Yeah. Where'd this come from? Chevron or Bohemian?
No, that came from Bohemian.
Are they brewing their own root beer?
No.
Okay.
No.
This is on tap?
Yeah, it came from tap. I asked them, it's like, do you brew? And they're like, no.
No.
Why not? I'm telling you, other local breweries do make their own root beer.
I know,
Yeah.
like Wasatch, and there's also
Red Rocks? I think Red Rocks does.
Yeah, I think they do as well, yeah.
Not a sponsor.
So get on it, Bohemian. Anyway, so we are here, the first proper episode of 2025. We've been on and off sporadically since December, and we are back now. And Laura Jones.
Yes.
Anything you're watching that's interesting?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just started watching last night something called Population 11. Have you heard about this?
Sounds familiar.
All right. I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes, and it's in Australia with this American guy going to look for his dad who's been taken by UFOs.
Okay, I know about this show.
All right.
Okay.
And so I'm only 1 or 2 episodes in, and I think it's pretty hilarious. And the guy gets bit by everything: snakes, termites.
And where is this show?
What is it on? I think it's on. It's either Paramount. It's on Paramount, right?
Okay.
Oh, really?
All right.
I think it's on Paramount.
So it's on the Paramount Plus?
I think it is. I have to look
Okay.
because I hadn't seen it. I read about it somewhere and I went to find it. I'm like,
Maybe I saw that in between the Landman episodes, so...
I just started watching Landman. I did.
Billy bobbing his ass off out there.
Well, I was waiting. I had to let a little time go between Yellowstone. I wanted to have some
Yeah,
breathing
yeah.
room.
Okay.
And I didn't like 1923. I did like 18 whatever it was.
All right.
1888, with Sam
yeah.
Elliott.
Yeah.
You
The
have to use so many
prequel to
cuss
Yellowstone.
words.
I like that one the best, actually.
Yeah. All right.
And 1923, I just didn't buy Helen
What, with
Mirren
Harrison
and Harrison Ford.
Ford?
I did not buy
What?
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My Landman's a favorite just because I laugh my ass on it
Yeah.
every week. It's just insane. Like Allie Larder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who knew she had this role in her?
Oh my
She
gosh.
she has so much range, but Billy Bob Thornton, and especially when he gives Obama, it's like, look, just say amen. God damn it. Just the fucking Lord's happy, all right?
Yep, that's
I don't know
pretty good.
if you've gotten any episodes with John Hamm in them lately.
Well, he's in the first one that
okay,
I
that's
watched.
right. I remember now. Yeah.
Does he go off the rails?
Well, no, he maintains
Spoiler?
that same character throughout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler alert.
There was that episode. Well, I've only watched the one episode where Billy Bob's meeting with the folks who want him to pay him $300,000
Yeah,
for damages,
yeah.
and the guy's like, "I don't like you, offend me," and he just goes on this monologue for the rancher.
There
Yeah.
are several more to come.
Yeah, the
Oh,
lawyer.
I love the monologues.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before on about the things that happen on Sheridan Plus. Oh, excuse me, Paramount Plus. Excuse me. The point is, and Taylor Sheridan kind of gets into these little bon mots about woke culture and just explaining the reality behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's we have another show about boomers telling us what's what. It is Tim Allen's new show.
Oh, I got one episode.
It's actually not bad, but it does have a couple little points in there with like Tim Allen's going off on, check the boxes. What's pissing him off this week? What's pissing him off about the boomers or the millennials or whoever? Yeah.
So him and Kat I don't even know the characters' names.
Doesn't matter.
As long as Kat Dennings is on there, this is the show we're talking about. Yes?
Yeah. So what else?
Then we're fine.
What
And
else
it
you
has
like?
muscle cars.
Yeah.
I like muscle cars.
Of course.
Speaking of muscle cars, have
Yeah.
you watched that show? It's on Netflix where they have a shop down on the border in El Paso, and then they go over and look for cars in Mexico, bring them back, fix them up, sell them.
I have not seen that show.
It is so good. I got to look it up. It's on Netflix, and they've done a couple episodes. Although one of my favorite guys in it, spoiler alert, passed away.
Oh no.
He was one that would go and negotiate. His name was Rabbit was his partner in crime.
Oh,
Anyway,
they have
it's
nicknames? Okay.
Yeah, they do. They all have nicknames, and it's like reality TV. How real is it? But
Yeah.
it was kind of fun to watch. I liked it.
Okay. And one of the ones that's coming back this week. I don't know if you've watched this one or not. And I don't know. It could be anybody's phone is making that noise.
I know it's just anyone close.
That's the thing about this board. It's also more sensitive to outside interference.
Which you are not hearing about, by the way.
Thanks, China.
Yeah. And also, we should
Here
mention
we go.
we love our new administration. By the way, wink, wink, hint, hint.
Oh yeah, we can't wait to work with the new administration.
Yeah, and by the way, when we get shipped out to the
Re-education camps.
yeah, I mean,
the media internment camps. Yes.
So what we're saying is, what's your availability like when we're in Topaz?
I can take that for you.
Okay, good.
Tex-Mex Motors. I just looked it up on Netflix.
I have heard of that. Yes,
That's
okay.
really good.
One that's coming back this week seems like you might be into it. Apple TV Plus Severance.
I found that so bleak. I told my housemate, you cannot watch it while I'm here. It's so fucking bleak.
Do you just go into a funk on the couch?
I was just like, I wanted to kill myself by the end of every episode.
Oh, so feel good TV?
Yeah.
But what about the hip jazz involved with that, or the?
I keep thinking I should give it another chance and binge watch it before it starts again.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Did it get better?
No, it doesn't get any less bleak.
Well, I mean, did it finally have something, like they finally start answering questions, or was it just all mystery?
Well, they answer some questions and more come up. You know, these kind of shows, if you answered all the questions in the first season, where are you going to go?
Like Silo.
Yeah, fuck Silo.
Oh, that's going to be a whole different ball of wax.
Silo, here's my thing with Silo. I can't wait for it to be over because I'm a completist, and when I start a show, I usually finish it.
Yeah.
And this season is like, I want to say dark, but not in the dramatic sense.
Physically dark, you can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see anything, and I get that they're underground, but come on.
I know, right? Well, it's based on books, so I'm ready to actually go to the library and get the books.
Might as well just read.
Well, might as well take advantage of the library while it's still around. So
they haven't threatened to close the libraries, have they?
Sure, go with that.
I don't know. It depends
go with that.
If anybody can just walk into a building and get any book they want.
True. That's socialism right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I want to tell you. Besides that, there's a couple things coming up this week, and then we'll get back to whatever shows you might remember you're into. Because I use a show tracker to keep track of all my shows.
You have a show tracker?
Yeah, it's called realgood.com.
Oh, you've told me that before.
It keeps track of your shows. Lets you know when new episodes are out.
All right, I'm gonna have to get that.
Isn't it great when mom and dad talk about shows?
Besides the one that follows my blood pressure, I'm going to get one that follows my TV, and there's going to be correlation.
Yes.
Okay. Wednesday on Netflix, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has got another show.
I don't know, is it going to be tone deaf against the LA fires?
Most likely, yeah. I'm sure it was recorded a year ago, and it's still, somehow it's going to piss somebody off. She has a gardening and cooking reality show.
Which is what, frankly, she had before. When she was not Prince Harry's girlfriend, now wife, she was doing this stuff.
Or on Suits, for that matter.
Yeah, exactly. She was doing this stuff.
Yeah. Ugh. So there's that. I don't know who that show is for, but just so you know, it's out there. Season 5 of Harley Quinn on Thursday on Max. You ever see that?
No, is that animated?
It is animated.
I have not watched it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, very dirty, too.
Okay, there we go. Get my dirty list lined up.
It's not for kids.
No. And with that and Laura, Lake Bell as Poison Ivy, and
I love Lake Bell.
Oh, you are not going to be disappointed.
Great.
Yeah, you will enjoy that.
Also on Thursday, there's a new 4-part documentary series called SNL 50 on Peacock. Looking back at the history of Saturday Night Live, and it says they're going to be covering such topics as, of course, more cowbell, the audition process, the writer's room, and that particularly shitty 11th season.
Yeah. Which one was that one?
It was in the 80s.
Was that the one with Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Could be.
Chris Rock?
The early
Billy
80s.
Crystal?
The early 80s were not good for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I gotta think about the cowbell thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Here.
Yeah, the thing. I think I read an interview with somebody from Blue Oyster Cult says, we never really used much cowbell in that song, but due to that sketch, we've added it. We do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because people demand it.
That's hilarious.
People are saying, I am hearing.
I don't know. What do you think of 50 years? I mean, the feature film came out. They've been doing
watched the feature film.
And?
Well, the thing was that I actually watched that episode live.
Yeah.
So I remember every one of those sketches.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
How old are you?
Old enough for that, for sure, yeah.
How dare you ask somebody's age? Are you an ageist? Are you that person?
Of
How
course.
dare you?
Unbeknownst to my parents, I had a little black and white TV in my room, and not only could I get get Utah local stations. I could also get Las Vegas local stations.
Wow, they were definitely amping up the
Yep.
Oh yeah,
wattage.
Las Vegas,
It was
man.
those days.
So
right there.
I would watch Saturday Night Live on Saturdays. I would
Uh-huh.
watch Monty Python on Sunday nights on local PBS, and that's what fucked me up for everything.
I fart in your general direction.
Yes.
Watching Saturday Night Live, like sneaking into the TV room and watching it was how I met Split Ends on TV. Because
Nice.
after
Yeah.
SNL, there'd be like concert films for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I ever saw Split Ends. I'm like, what is this band?
Nice.
I love them.
Yeah, I think the current cast of that Saturday Night Live is pretty fucking good,
Yeah.
but they need to use them more,
More.
Because they keep bringing in old
Yeah.
celebs.
They
to
don't
come in.
believe in them. They don't believe in their new team.
I guess
Exactly.
not. No. Quit bringing in ringers for that.
Who's the new castmate? She will play a song that makes no sense on the news.
Oh yeah, I can't remember
I
her
like
name, but she's great. Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole thing about using people that are not part of the cast, I mean, I agree.
Dana Carvey is back with the church lady. I mean,
Yeah. Dana Carvey couldn't quite nail Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And nobody has yet.
Gee,
really.
it got so cold in the studio here.
Just stop trying to do Elon Musk. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
he
Again,
was doing Joe Biden and it was okay. But
that would be Carvey as well. But gee, Laura, are you feeling the chill in the studio?
yeah, it's the root beer.
Well,
It's nice and
I
icy.
forgot to do it. It's a frost warning. That's one of our bits.
When we talk about Elon Musk.
No, when we talk about anything that pisses me off.
Okay, Elon Musk.
Elon in general, yeah. And
He's like the Bond villain in real life. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time, and now I'm seeing lots of people are picking it up. So, I started it.
And I've said that before. It's like Elon Musk is the backstory to what happened before the world, tomorrow is, tomorrow never dies. Never, when it picks up, which brings up a question.
Tomorrow never tweets.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which brings up the question, why is England so quiet? They have been super quiet about Muskie. Why is
No,
that?
I saw a great bit.
Why should they
Do you know
weigh in?
Jonathan, the character bit, Jonathan Pide? Oh, I gotta send this to you. I saw it
Okay.
today, and
All
he
right.
goes off. He pretends like he's on doing some TV news, and he's like, and da 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 da, and here's what Elon Musk had to say. And then in the break, he goes off, and then he goes back to the thing. You got to see this. This is
Okay.
good stuff.
All right. Meanwhile, later on this week I think this is on Friday on Netflix, Back in Action. It's a movie, Cameron Diaz, first movie in 10 years.
With Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, yeah.
Yeah.
They're spies.
That's the one that he had the health incident on, right?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think so,
They're
yeah.
they're retired spies who are called back into action.
It's kind of like Spy Kids, but with Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, and it's not Mr. and Mrs. Jones, which was fantastic with
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Brangelina,
thank
you mean that one, or you mean the Mr. and Mrs. Smith with what's his name and what's her name?
Donald Glover
Yes,
and
thank you. Childish Gambino
her
and
And, that girl from Pen 15,
there you go.
Maya Erskine.
yeah, thank
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so that's and this is comes from the director who was behind Baywatch the movie, so it's
Oh.
going to be good.
you. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Roy Wood Jr. has a new stand-up special on Friday on Hulu.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen Have I Got News for You on CNN.
I've seen a couple episodes.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's coming back in February. And there's a new, this is the one I'm kind of interested in here. It's on Starz, so no one's going to see it. It's called The Couple Next Door. It's a British series starring Sam Hugen from Outlander.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And it's about a pair of, it's a good-looking couple in suburbia, and another good-looking couple moves in next door. And, of course, sexy times ensue.
Sexy time.
oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so that's on Star.
Perfect
That's
sense.
Starz, so you're not going to see it. And Saturday Night Live, hosted by Dave Chappelle.
Again,
Again.
he's not quite in the Five Timers Club. It's just number 4, I understand.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Musical guest Glorilla.
Oh,
You play a lot of Glorilla on KRCL, I'm sure, right?
Okay, the other one is Timothy Chalamet, right? Where he's
Yeah.
going to be the host and the music.
Yep.
Why is he? Why couldn't they just ask Bob?
Really? Do you want to hear Bob, or do you want to?
I want a side by side.
Actually, that would be good to have them duet together as Bob Dylan.
what we're saying is to Michael, dude, you are hearing the people. They were saying, I am listening. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just
And
do it.
I think you should all, if you were hesitant, I think you should all check out Dexter Original Sin. I was skeptical myself.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Dexter
Sarah
babies.
Michelle Gellar's in it though, right? Buffy.
Yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar is involved.
But the
and-
thing is, they have all the younger versions of the characters you know from Dexter, so it's hilarious
And
to see a young Batista.
yeah, and just to see Christian Slater in
know,
a
right?
dad role,
Yeah,
awesome.
and the young
He's very nurturing, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
The young actress playing young Deb is fucking hilarious. She's got a mouth on her, just like grown-up Deb did.
Good
What
mouth.
the fuck, Dad? I mean, why the fuck are you both doing this? Are you just having a period at this moment?
What?
Oh, yeah.
I
Have you
think that's
watched
actual dialogue.
NCIS? Let's compare Dexter Origins and NCIS Origins.
Oh yeah,
Have you watched that one?
I've seen the ads. Haven't really
The
checked into
80s
it.
mustache from the 70s on the Frank's character. I don't
Yeah, yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, I saw the who plays a young Mark Harmon.
It's
I believe
weird. He's like 7 feet tall, and Mark Harmon's what, four foot five?
Well, he shrank with age.
Yeah, there you go. All the trauma of killing people that he didn't tell people
Yeah, yeah.
about.
And to be clear, Laura, what you're trying to say is trash dash. That's what you're trying to say.
Trash dash?
Trash dash.
I have no idea what that means.
No one does.
It's a
Just play along.
trashy mustache.
Oh, trash stash. Got it.
Yeah.
Trash.
Was I really slurring that hard?
Yeah, you said
Professor
trash
Pregame
dash.
strikes
Jeez.
again. This isn't as bad as the last time this happened, but you know you're getting towards the
Yeah.
edge there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
it
the
seems like
mustache
it
on that
seems
guy.
like it only happens when we have guests.
Or when I come back from California. Either way,
Re-entry is difficult. Okay.
did you see the snow that came in?
I know. I didn't get out of bed because I saw the snow, and then when I finally did, it was all melted. So, are we even having winter, really?
Not
technically?
really, no.
Okay.
No. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground, but not a hell of a lot. And yeah. So anything else? Did you think of anything else you're into that you think people should know about?
There's some stuff coming up that I try not to get too excited for it because they start teasing it 8-10 weeks out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I try and just go in and click, like, remember, record this when it's on.
Yeah.
I want to see the new Watson thing that's coming out on network TV.
Interesting in that.
Because that looks
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I really like, what's the new medical funny one?
Which one?
Saint Dennis, is
St.
it?
Dennis is very funny. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
really funny, and I'm like, I saw that, and then all of a sudden they're talking about Scrubs, doing it again.
Yeah. We don't need
We
that.
don't need it.
No.
Nobody needs
Just
that.
have them join St. Dennis, but it's funny.
We don't need Scrubs. That guy is doing Shrinking, and I think he should just concentrate on that.
Shrinking is amazing. You've never seen Harrison Ford like this, folks. Couldn't handle him in 1923 with the Sheridan stuff. Is Sheridan like the Shonda Rhimes or whatever of his?
He is, yeah. That's a
Okay.
very good comparison. That's
Okay.
exactly what he is.
So, anyway, what was I talking about?
You were
Root
talking
beer's getting
about
to me.
you're talking about St. Dennis.
Yes.
And
St.
Shrinking?
Dennis. Shrinking is so good.
Yeah.
You do have to watch it.
Yeah, we're having a lot of medical shows coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We have The Pit on Max. That's Noah Wiley.
I don't want to pay for Max.
No, maybe you shouldn't.
I hear it's good.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, because I saw ER and I'm
You're like, I'm good.
good at that. Yeah.
I really want him to make more episodes of The Librarians. I love that show. It's so cheesy.
That is true, yeah. I do have Max. Actually, I have access to still. I probably shouldn't put this out there, but
What?
from the previous Jorb,
Uh-huh.
I still have access to all the streaming
To
services.
everything. They haven't cut you off.
Nope.
They don't even know how to, I'll bet.
What are you talking
Probably
about?
not, no.
He is cut off from all the streamings. Wink,
Okay.
wink, hint, hint.
Speaking
So, now that we got that
yeah.
out of the way.
Speaking of remakes or prequels,
Yes.
okay, there was the one that Sarah Michelle Gellar was doing, and it was about werewolves, and that didn't go
Wolfpack.
anywhere. Wolfpack.
One season, yes.
One season, and then it was just weird, which is okay. And now she's doing Dexter Origins.
Yeah.
Original sin.
And
yeah.
she has hinted at, and I don't know if she really believes this, but that she's hinted that Buffy
Yes,
and
that's where I'm going.
and Original Sin happen in the same universe.
Oh, she intimated that?
She kind of, yeah, but the timelines don't line up.
Oh, that's weird.
Dexter
So
Original is in the 90s.
she's been saying that she's actually open to rebooting Buffy, and I'm like, how?
No.
And can you do it without Joss Whedon?
Yeah, you can. It's real simple. It's called having a female producer. It's really simple.
Stop being so woke, Tommy.
Who was the woman that did all the vampire stuff?
Anne Rice?
No. The one on the CW with the young, handsome.
You mean the Vampire Diaries?
Yes, that lady.
Yeah.
She could do Buffy.
True, yeah. A new Buffy.
A new Buffy reboot.
So
I like it.
what we're saying is, Hollywood, make it happen. I know you got some shit going on right now. Oh, right. Thoughts and prayers for the fires. So now we got that.
Have you seen the stars that are going crazy on reporting out?
Oh, yeah. James Woods, of course, blamed it on, did the whole DEI woke thing. It's like, but his house somehow got spared.
Did it get spared?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
I hope
Mel
not.
Gibson's
Mel
did not
Gibson
get spared. That's
losing
the
his
price
shit.
you pay for going on Joe Rogan instead of staying and hosing down your house.
Is it true that he was actually on Joe Rogan's show when his house was burned?
That's what I read.
Oh, do not threaten me with a good
I don't know if
time.
that's just a clever tweet or if that actually happened, but it's
No, it is apocalyptic though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
was it
Yeah.
Governor Newscomb?
now see
you
how
gotta
effective it
do
is?
all of it, or you're gonna end up using
Hold
the
that
slur.
thought. Hold that thought, Laura.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's an issue with pre-gaming? Seriously. Now that we got that out of the way.
Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
He wants a Marshall Plan for Los Angeles. And you know what they saw? I don't know why I watch way too much news, but like the speculators and the hedge funds went into Lahaina after it burned and were scooping stuff up.
Of course.
So I don't know. More power to him if he can keep that from happening.
Yeah. A lot of because you have the celebrities and then you have the lowly people who actually do the work on the shows. They don't make that money. They don't make that celebrity money, and that's a lot of affordable housing just fucking gone.
Gone.
What we're saying is, if you are watching Paramount Plus, Fire Country is gonna hit real hard.
Ew.
So yeah.
I have not gotten into all those shows like the Chicago 911, the Chicago what's the whole
All the Chicagos, you got
all the
PD,
Chicagos.
fire, and
med,
medical, yeah. But then you also have FBI Most Wanted, FBI
whatever.
Electric
Australia.
Electric Boogaloo, NCIS Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
but-
talked about it before, and we went, ew.
And it's been so long I can't even remember what NCIS stands for.
Uh-huh.
No,
I know the N is for naval.
Naval.
Something services. Criminal investigation services.
There we go.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
So they're boat lawyers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
No,
Boat lawyers.
There's our title. Boat lawyers.
Ghosts. Still loving Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I've seen one season of the British one. Sorry, I yanked on the things a little bit harder.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of the British one too.
And I liked it. It's a very different vibe.
Yeah.
I like both of them, but they're completely two different shows.
Yeah. And what about the renaissance of Matlock?
I like it.
That's what I hear from everybody who's tried it out. Says, I like it.
Well, and it's because there's such a twist. So have you watched it at all?
Yeah. Well,
So
I know.
do you know what the premise is?
I know what the twist is.
So she's
yeah.
got her own little thing, and at the same time, she's still this woman in her whatever of a certain age and trying to be a lawyer. Well, she's got her own hidden agenda. That's good. And what's her name from Gilmore Girls is in it?
Ooh.
She plays one of the young not paralegals, like first year
partners.
first year associates.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I think it's her. I have to go look it up now.
So if I remember right, is she actually licensed to be a lawyer? Is she qualified to be a lawyer? Is she just faking it?
Yeah,
I think
Is this a suit situation here?
I know,
Yeah, it's a
right?
suit situation.
Okay.
Let's call for what it is.
And how-
Which, by the way, Suits LA is going to be coming up with.
I don't know. I don't know about this.
How excited are we
Mel.
for Suits LA, huh?
I'm excited, but I want what's his name, Gabriel Macht. I
Yeah.
want him back.
Look,
I'm
I want
I would-
Stephen Amell to have a job again.
I would. I'd bet they're going to bring back at least some sort of recurring role for some of these guys
Yeah.
because what else are they doing besides T-Mobile commercials?
Yeah.
Nothing. No.
Okay, this is crazy. I can't think of her name.
Yeah. All right. And while Laura is
Trying to
searching up,
figure it out.
she's trying to be a fact checker.
I know.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, there's one show we weren't here to talk about.
Which one?
American Primeval.
Yeah.
I've been scared of that, and I hear there's like a little Brigham Young in it.
Oh yeah, it's about the Mountain Meadow Massacre.
Is it about it? I thought
Yeah.
they just passed through it.
It's part of it.
It really dives into it, and Yeah, so what we're trying to say is if you're trying to be all about that missionary work, no, just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just don't. Don't be that person.
It's apparently very intense and probably not for family home evening.
No.
You're probably thinking it's like, oh, let's watch this.
Nope.
No, let's not do that.
Nope.
No.
I'm sorry, I got the wrong reference. It wasn't Gilmore Girls. It was Nancy Drew that she was in.
Oh.
And that is, what's her name?
You got to be talking about the more recent Nancy Drew, right?
The more recent one, which I was so disappointed how it ended. But this
all
is
right.
Leah Lewis is who I was talking about.
Okay. All right.
You say tomato, we say tomatillo. So there we are. And what other things did we miss out on since I've been away?
Well, there is the new Hollywood Squares.
Oh yeah.
They had to push the premiere back because of the fires.
Strange.
Celebrity Jeopardy, Kamau Bell.
Yeah, we got that. Ooh, Kamau on
Oh.
Celebrity Jeopardy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of our fine guests here. We always
One of our fine guests that we've never had on the show.
we always promote Kamau right now.
Uh-huh.
So talk to Dr. White. We are like
That's
this.
I got it.
That is bigger point here. Dr. White, we need to have you on our episode here.
I think early on we did implore him to come to Utah to do one of those United Shades of America episodes. And he politely declined.
Yeah, he did come to do How to End Racism in an Hour.
Yeah, he did eventually show up.
Yeah, at Slick of all places.
But when we first put it out there, he did answer us on Twitter, and he said,
did he?
"Yeah," he said, "Nah, no." Pretty much.
Because who wants to do a podcast?
Well, you don't even have to come here. You can just zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the game shows, the thing. One of my favorite new shows of last year that premiered. I've got a whole list of out there. Go to billfrost.tv. You can find my list of favorite shows of 2024. One of them was After Midnight. I don't know if you're up that late.
I didn't like the premise, but she's funny.
She's very funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about Taylor Thomas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, did you ever watch the original At Midnight on Comedy Central?
Was that
It's the same show with
it's
Chris
the-
Hardwick.
No, didn't.
It's same show.
Same show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same. But I'd say Taylor Tomlinson is much funnier than Chris Hardwick,
Which
Yeah.
says a lot. So
which is
What
not
do
saying
you
anything.
think about They Call It Late Night, the new
I've-
show with Jason Kelsey?
Is it Jason or Travis?
It's Jason.
I have not even thought about watching it.
I watched the first one. It was a little clunky.
Well, it would probably, if I do check it out, it's going to remind me of the Magic Hour with Magic Johnson, which was possibly one of the worst ill-conceived talk shows in the history of TV.
for 5 weeks.
Yeah, it lasted a little longer than that, but they went through like several different showrunners. I looked it up because it was the first thing I wrote about for City Weekly about TV back in 1990, whatever. And they went through several co-hosts, like, sidekicks, Andy Richter.
Yeah.
They went through several showrunners in the course of just weeks.
Yeah. Look,
They kept firing everybody. It's like, oh, this will fix it.
and here's what we're saying to Hollywood. What we're saying is, Hollywood, we know you're burning. We at TV10 Podcast are available.
Yeah, that's
we are. We have the ability to talk about guests and celebrities.
You're saying they should outsource to us.
I'm just saying we are available for the low price of only $500,000
Lowballing.
a year per guest. So
Okay.
I'm just saying right now. Now that's annually. Now we have the option to up the price as needed. We are so generous with our time.
Yes, you are.
Did anybody catch that Abbott Elementary crossover episode of
I
Always Sunny in
did.
Philadelphia?
Oh.
It was very strange, but I like seeing Danny DeVito in a cage with urine pelts.
I like Dennis avoiding the camera
Yeah.
at every turn. Very on brand for Dennis. And I guess we're going to get the It's Always Sunny side of that crossover sometime later this
Yeah.
year.
Oh.
I don't know when.
Well, and what's her name because I never watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I just never did. But the woman who's now in
Caitlin Olsen,
High Potential?
High Potential,
I
yes.
kind of like that one.
It's a good one. It is actually one of the few new hits of the season, even
Kinda
though
murder procedural.
it's been on more sporadically than we have been in December because
I know.
it's been on and off It's
making me crazy.
surprising how but it actually became a hit because it's never on at the same time.
The alternate plot point about what happened to her husband is starting to drive me crazy. It's like, come on, pick that up.
I
Let's go.
think we'll wrap that by the end of the season.
You think so?
I hope so. I'm sick of hearing about the guy.
Elspeth, I'm not sure if I like Elizabeth
It's there.
Tassioni for a full hour.
It's there.
Week after week after
A
week.
little Elsbeth goes a long way.
Yeah, but
is what
I do
you're saying?
like Wendell Pierce, who
True.
plays the captain in this one.
Yeah.
So what I'm recommending is you need to watch a lot of Landman, and that's gonna just
It'll balance it out.
like just to hear Billy Bob Thornton going,
God damn.
yeah. God damn it, man. Just say amen,
Like,
motherfucker.
yeah,
God is happy already.
There's that one scene, I've only seen the one episode. It was packed where he gets his daughter to come to visit him and they go to a football game and her boyfriend's with him. And he's like, tell me, are you having sex? And then she tells him exactly.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to get a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And walks away.
Yeah. Yeah, I've talked about it before and I'll say it again. Billy Bob Thornton is pretty much Al Bundy meets Hank Hill.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
Taylor Sheridan live action reboot of King of the Hill
That would be awesome.
yeah.
I would watch that.
Do
Who's
not
Boomer?
threat- Oh.
as an hour-long drama.
Yeah.
Well,
who's
it's going to be one of us.
Boomer?
Well, it's going to be either Matthew McConaughey or if I'm not available, or if he's not available, I'm going to be, and I'll just go, look, the dang old thing is going on with the oil, man. Yeah. Dang old, look, dang
Dale.
old time is a great
Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson. Woody Harrelson.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Do not threaten me with a good time. Do not
Looks
threaten me.
like the Hacks house burned down.
Did it?
Since you're not paying for Max, you probably haven't seen Hacks.
I haven't. I want to.
I would. They very rarely.
Jean Smart. She's amazing.
They
Yes.
very rarely offer you a free trial of Max. But I'm saying if and when
Jump on it.
jump on it, just binge that show and then get the fuck out.
What's the one with the woman from the vampire show? It's set in Britain and it's similar, but it's called Flax.
Flack. Yeah.
Flack?
Flack. Yeah.
Singular.
With
Really good.
Anna Paquin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Really
did
good.
they did 2 seasons and it's just never heard from again.
Yeah, they were going to do a third, and I don't know if COVID hit or what. I
it's
can't remember the
probably
timing.
COVID.
Yeah, if you want to talk about a dark show,
Uh-huh.
that one was
Really dark.
very dark.
COVID, yeah, it was very dark.
No, I'm talking about the show Flack.
I'm just kidding.
COVID,
Well, there's mental health in there. There's manipulation. There's people with money and power and fame
Yeah.
getting away with everything.
It's just like
Sounds
working in
like-
radio.
Or just paying
Sounds like
attention to
America.
social media. Either way,
Sounds like America.
it's the same deal.
And it's about that time. I want to lead in with also premiered while we were gone. Raw on Netflix.
Oh yes.
They pulled out all the stops on that one.
Yeah.
That's wrestling?
Yeah.
All right,
even-
I'm going to go take a bathroom break. I'll be
They
right
No, you're not.
They even
Wow.
they even dug up Hulk
Wow.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Didn't he get booed?
Oh,
he
he
get booed
did. No. Yeah.
while
Hold-
trying to sell his beer?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, hold your bladder because it's time to hit my music.
It's sports with Tommy Malongo. Go team!
From the Sports Desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver you only the sport of professional wrestling. And yes, to answer your question, Laura Jones, Hulk Hogan got booed the fuck out of L.A.
He just kept going, though, and then
Yeah, he
left.
did.
I don't think he knew they were booing him, or if he did, he just doesn't care.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I am trying to tell you right now, I'm trying to sell my real American beer, brother, and I am so unaware of how my platform has made it so that Trump is going to lean into the American values.
I'm going to denounce Real American Beer until they become a sponsor.
Exactly.
I blame Peter Thiel for the state of Hulk Hogan. He's the one that funded his Gawker lawsuit.
That's right, yeah.
And he's the crypto and PayPal mafia that everyone is not talking about because Elon Musk is, globetrotting, getting into every election he possibly can and buying them. He's got all these markers all over the globe. How is he not the Bond villain.
So what we're saying is Roddy Piper was right.
Mm-hmm.
The Iron Sheik was right. And
they all
Bobby
dead?
the Brain Heenan was right about Hulk Hogan.
What'd they say?
They basically said that in so many words. Hulk Hogan is a piece of shit. So, and everybody here, you're right. Hulk Hogan should be booed. Until...
I don't know if there's a podcast called Behind the Bastards that looks at horrible
All the
people.
bastards?
Yeah, they've covered a lot of the bastards.
I thought that was To Catch a Predator.
No, different show.
Different
it's
Predator.
a podcast. It's a journalist named Robert Evans.
What,
Does these,
is that on Vice, by the way?
No, it's a podcast, and they did a 6-part dive on Vince McMahon.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And they've done multi-part episodes about Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
I heard
And-
something just today about the McMahons.
Yep.
It was on the Politics Girl podcast. Have you followed her at all? You got to check that one out.
I've heard of it. I know of
Okay,
it. Yeah.
so they were talking, the special guest whose name I can't remember because I just started watching it on my way over here, talked about how when WWF became WWE,
Yep.
entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taxes were less because they weren't sports events, they were entertainment.
They're also not getting sued by the World Wildlife Federation.
Yeah, and also the liability is less for those who are their actors.
Yep.
So the other thing was that Hulk Hogan, everyone, what was this famous quote? You can work yourself
Train,
into
say
a
your
work.
prayers, eat your vitamins, and what you gonna do, brother,
this-
when Hulkamania runs wild on you. That one, or are you
The work, you can work a work and you can work yourself into a work. So a work is, a bit, a shtick, all right? So anyway, you have the heels and the heroes, right?
Yes.
And
Or the
anytime
faces, as they're known.
that's true.
Yeah.
Anytime, and you worked it together, right? And anytime he didn't like it, that's not going to work for me, brother.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't play, and he
Yeah.
got away with it.
Yeah, well, and that was creative control in his part right there. So that is what you're referencing. So whenever you're ready
I know a little bit of wrestling, apparently.
Good job on you.
That's
Thank you.
All you need to know.
Fist bump.
There you go.
Boom. So
Yeah. So Raw, a lot of people watched, and it didn't crash.
well, and here's the other thing. Apparently, the numbers aren't in, but
They're in. Netflix is not telling us.
Well, here's the thing.
Then that means it sucked, right?
No, it did well. It did really
No,
well.
it went so well, like it bumped out Squid Games 2
Did it?
out of the number 1 spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it did fantastic.
Oh, yeah. So without knowing what the numbers are, yeah, to Bill's point, there were no lags, there were no issues.
No buffering problems?
No buffering problems.
Like there was with the Tyson fight. I watched that.
Exactly.
I saw the ass that crinkled the world.
I'm so sorry.
Thoughts and prayers.
And somebody did a riff on that. What was it?
It's probably on this.
It was some awards show, and the guy turned around and he was just like Tyson. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What award shows have we had? Golden Globes. I don't think it was on there.
Yeah.
it could have been.
Yeah, Nikki Glazer did not mention that.
No, it was what's his name? Toasting 2020, roasting 2024.
Right. Okay.
Jeff. His name's Jeff.
Jeff Ross?
Yes, Jeff
Oh,
Ross.
okay. That
And he
sounds
turned
about right.
around and did a Tyson.
That sounds
Oh.
about right.
Ooh.
That's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
It was
might
pretty
be.
good.
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
pretty good.
But there were some other tragedies as we were away on break. One of them was Sweet Daddy Siki. He was a pioneering black man in professional wrestling in the 60s and 70s. And this is covered a lot by my editor, Greg Oliver at SlamWrestling.net. You know I write for
I
SlamWrestling.net?
did not. Now I do.
Oh, and do you know I have an MBA as well?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So and
We're all supposed to drink whenever Tommy says he
All
has
right,
an MBA.
I'm out of root beer, though, and I'm not starting on what you
that's
guys
why
got.
I'm not worried about you at this point, Laura. So yeah, the point is, Sweet Daddy Siki is being remembered as a pioneer in the sport of professional wrestling, but also, and this is a real tragedy with the NWA. That's the National Wrestling Alliance, by the way.
Okay.
Jack Stane passed away on Christmas Day.
Oh.
He was 48 years old.
What?
Tragedy. And he was a steward of trying to get the NWA back into prominence. in the Lightning One era under Billy Corgan's guidance.
Billy Corgan is
Billy Corgan is the owner of the NWA.
That Billy Corgan.
That Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
He has the head for it now, so.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
So that happened over the weekend as well. But also, and we talked about Netflix and WWE. Apparently, yeah, it's successful for now, but that is going through WWE's Monday Night Raw era.
Mm-hmm.
So how it's going to handle under the next Temple Premier Live event, really, as you prefer. That will be Royal Rumble at the end of January. That is going to be the test right there.
Which bar are we meeting at to watch that?
Good question. I would love to say it would be at our office, and by our office I mean Broovies. We'll work on that.
Okay.
So the point
Why not
is,
Black Sheep?
You know?
They're much cooler over there.
Oh. Are you throwing your weight over at Black Sheep?
I'm
sir?
just saying, Broovies.
People are saying, I am hearing we should be over at Black Sheep.
Just saying, that's where we held our 500th episode recording live and in person with an audience.
What?
Yeah.
You had an audience?
Yes, we did.
And more importantly, where were you?
I didn't hear about it. You guys didn't send out the invites.
Yes, we did.
What?
Yes, we did.
I did not get one.
I blame your people. So fire them right away. Fire them.
My people. Okay.
Fire them. Are they mostly teens at this point?
I don't got people. You guys have people. I don't have people.
Yeah, we have people, but yeah, what I'm hearing is they're teens on your side, so fire them. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jesus, Tommy.
Yes, but here is the most important thing.
Yes.
And this is where we're going to end this segment on. So it's award season.
Yes.
Now, and the Golden Globes, they have a show called The Last Showgirl featuring Pamela Anderson.
I hear it's good. I hear she's magnificent.
And in that movie, we get to see a very svelte-looking Dave Bautista.
Really?
From WWE. And if you saw the picture...
I've seen the pictures, yeah.
He's like really slimming down.
He's got some nice 70s hair going on.
Which I am going to go on record and say one of two things. A, that man is just a 70s version of Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
A.K.A. La Bamba Zaddy. So,
yeah.
What we're saying is, when you see La Bamba Zaddy, tell them you saw him because of our show, because it's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go, team.
I'm writing that down, by the way. That's our episode.
See, if you want to hire me to do special effects for a Radioactive, I'm available. I'm very available. Right. Yeah. I don't have much beyond that, but I could work out some stuff.
Okay.
Also, just look at the character of Dave Bautista.
Okay.
And tell me he doesn't look like an older version of Lou Diamond Phillips.
Okay.
And tell me you don't say the words La Bamba Zaddy.
La Bamba Zaddy.
Yeah.
I hear Jamie Lee Curtis is in this too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is in that as a cocktail waitress. So.
I could also come over and do some of that This American Life sad piano in the background. Yeah. It's probably copyrighted though.
This American Life by Margaret Glass. And today is on episode we are talking with Lara Jones.
Hey, how you doing, Tommy? How you doing, Bill?
And we're just going to talk about La Bamba Zaddy. So tell me about La Bamba Zaddy there, Lara Jones.
Dave Bautista, he doesn't want to be like a superhero guy anymore. He wants to be a serious actor.
So what we're saying is from WBZ Chicago, I'm Ira Glass, This American Life. We're just talking about Zaddies and how La Bamba plays a role in that. Just stay with us.
I think he's got potential. I'm curious what he actually does in the next 5 years. I liked what was the one in the woods where they're like the four horsemen of the apocalypse. They show up and demand that
don't knock on the door.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Knock in the woods.
Knock at the door. Knock at the door.
Or knock in the woods. Knock. Whatever it was. He was very good in that. Yeah.
He was.
And while you're looking that up, we're going to tell the people what do you think people should direct their attention to on the TV and for the coming week? Anything you besides what you've mentioned, or maybe just reiterate what you've mentioned? It's like, these are the shows Laura Jones likes.
Well, like I said, I've bookmarked Watson, which doesn't start till February.
Yeah.
No, January 26th or something like that. I can look at my my Netflix and go, or my YouTube TV and go, what am I recording? And that will tell us, right? So if I
a little tip out there if you're a little pissed about YouTube TV's rate going up as of tomorrow. Supposedly, I haven't tried this out myself, but if you go to cancel it, and they'll say, hey, why don't we give you another 6 months at this price? And apparently it's worked for some people.
Yeah.
So you could try that.
In other words, people are rubes and marks. That's what I'm hearing.
But we used to say, streaming, it's so much cheaper than cable. No, it's the same now. It's the same damn thing.
It's the same
Yeah.
damn thing.
Oh, and you're probably going, why am I watching commercials when I'm watching Prime Video? Because it's the bro-larky.
All right, I discovered something on PBS today, right? And it's called Miriam and Alan Lost in Scotland. Is it Scotland and beyond? Sorry about that. I'm an old person. I don't know how to work my phone anymore.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you not
Sorry.
get hip to technology?
I know. I haven't turned it on.
How dare you?
If you like Alan Cumming
Yes.
as an actor, love him. Loved him especially in The Good Wife and that character he played, Eli Goldsmith, I think.
Yeah, or in X-Men 2.
Yeah.
So, or even in GoldenEye for that matter.
He's in a motorhome going around Scotland with a fellow actor, significantly older female, and they are just having a rowdy, raunchy good time.
Okay.
And then they fly over to California too.
Yes.
So it's just, if you like that kind of stuff, it's really good.
All right. I'm going to throw a couple out
Let's
there.
hear it.
The aforementioned Dexter Original Sin.
Okay.
Definitely worth checking out. Also, this show that premiered a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, this is going to suck. Going Dutch with Dennis Leary. I like it. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's actually, I saw the second episode. It's pretty good. But I'm obsessed with how they don't look at how they've done his makeup and his lighting.
I don't think
he's like Leatherface.
I think that's the best they can do.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
Doesn't he have another show coming out at the same time, like where he plays like the heavy with Everybody Loves Raymond and Lisa Kudrow?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's already out. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's already out.
It's goddamn.
Something
what is
about
it called?
selling a house.
I don't know.
No Good Deed is the
there
name
it
of the
is.
show.
There we go.
It's it's on Netflix, all 8 episodes, I think. He's not really much of a villain on that.
Yeah.
He's kind of a passive villain, really.
I got bored with it, so I.
Yeah.
And also, what I'm going to say to you, Lord Jones, if you're tuning into Sheridan Plus, Paramount Plus, may I recommend Landman?
Yes, I've been watching that.
Okay.
Doesn't Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
That's going to be coming up in February.
I hope it's back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, they keep pushing it back.
It's my favorite of the Star Treks.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Discovery.
Section 31's coming up soon, too.
But that's a movie. They're screwing Michelle Yeoh again.
Sure. Okay. The important thing is Michelle Yeoh's in Star Trek. Calm down. Calm the F down.
There was a show on Fox I started watching that I kind of liked, and it has, what's her name from, the original Superman on the CW? Lisa something Crook, Kreu.
Kristen Kreuk.
Kristen Kreuk.
Yeah.
Murder in a Small Town.
Yeah, I did watch all of that. There were a lot of murders in that small town to carry a full season.
Yeah.
And it's got very Canadian vibes to it.
Yeah, it does.
As it's like, I don't think it was imported from Canadian TV, but it certainly feels like it.
I'm waiting to see what happens when they bring back Dr. Odyssey with Joshua Jackson.
Okay.
It's so bad, it's good.
The one episode I saw was when there was a wedding on the ship, and the groom somehow falls overboard. The groom falls overboard. Everybody's super sad, and then so the captain and a couple of the crewmates they're in the galley just chowing down on the wedding cake. Well, they're not going to use it now, and then they go have a 3-way, and that's the end of the episode.
Yes, I think that was the end of the season.
Yeah.
I thought that was the middle part of November Rain with Guns N' Roses, but whatever.
To me, the casting is what's interesting. Don Johnson is the captain of the boat, and I've not seen him
John
like this.
Stamos as his brother.
His gay brother.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a really good episode. I like that one, actually. But yeah, the whole threesome thing, I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also, mentioned this earlier, Shifting Gears with Tim Allen and Kat Dennings. Not as bad as it appeared to be at first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though Tim Allen's is horrible human.
They could stand to tone down the laugh track a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always likes the laugh track, though.
Yeah,
It makes
but
him feel secure.
It's like a little much. It's
Will
over the
Trent,
top.
I'm liking that one. and
You know,
it just
Will
came
Trent
back.
is one of those shows. Is like, does this show exist? Is it just in my head?
I
Because I
know.
keep seeing promos for it. It's
It
like,
goes on hiatus quite
I've
a bit.
never seen it.
Yeah.
It is really good. And
What the hell is it about? I don't know.
It's based on a series of books, and the main character, Will Trent, he's dyslexic, like severely so.
Okay.
So he always records his notes.
Okay.
And the backstory on him and his main love interest is pretty intense. They both come from foster care and a lot of trauma.
All right.
But it's funny. The banter is really funny.
Okay.
All right.
So check it out.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then what was the other one? There's Will Trent. Oh, as cheesy as it is, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to that age where certain formulas are like comfort food. They're comfort TV, like Tracker.
You mean eventually you're just going to be watching CBS and
Watching
that's
my
it?
stories.
Yeah.
Watching my stories.
Tracker. Because CBS needs you to watch this.
Feeding peanuts to the squirrels outside the front window.
Yeah. I am.
Equalizer.
I love the Equalizer.
Do you like it because it's so bad?
It is. It's so bad. Yeah, I like it because of Adam Goldberg and
Queen Latifah.
No, not Queen Latifah. Liza Lapira, who plays Adam Goldberg's wife.
Oh yeah, she's good.
They're the best part of the show. Queen Latifah's okay.
And then Domhnall, that actor who plays her CIA handler or something,
Yeah.
he's such an
Yes,
asshole in it.
but the both of you, tell me, whenever Queen Latifah doesn't...
She's kicking ass all the time.
And tell me the phrase that doesn't appear in your head is UNITY. UNITY.
Sometimes the cuts on the action scenes are really noticeable, and you can tell it's the stunt double. But I love Queen Latifah no matter what she does.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching The Equalizer since the beginning. Just at first I went in to check it out. I go, okay, Adam Goldberg and his little granny glasses.
I
He's on
love
the
it.
chain.
Yeah.
And his designer jeans.
It's the whole
denim.
the whole look is just weird. But
Yeah,
I
they
guess
managed
it's
to work in a guitar.
I guess it's like Brooklyn hipster something like that.
Something
It's
like that,
very,
yeah.
very strange. I remember the original Equalizer show with the British dude. I love that show.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it when they did movies with Denzel Washington, and I like this one.
Yeah.
It's a good franchise.
So Laura and I will only be watching CBS. From this
Okay.
point.
So,
Is Ghosts on CBS?
Yes, it is.
so what
Yes,
I'm
it is.
hearing is you're that people of a certain age.
Hey,
That's what I'm hearing.
weren't you saying something about age earlier? Why are you asking about
But
it?
you also
Well, I'm
got
50, so I can say that.
so you also got the Will Trent. That's on ABC. So you're shaking it up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if what would be an ultra young network that none of us would have anything to do with.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Or Vice, but Dark Side hasn't returned yet. Well, Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, never go on TikTok, people.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Well, we won't be able to because of Congress.
That's right. It's going to be illegal on the 19th.
Good riddance.
People are making so much money on that thing. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I see. Unfortunately, I'm not into TikTok, but I don't begrudge all those money makers on there. But a lot of you'll see a post to somebody who's like, man, I make my living on TikTok. And there'll be like the string of comments, go get a real job. It's like
I have
it's a lot of work to make content like that.
And more importantly, After Midnight thrives
Yeah.
on TikTok.
There's
How dare you try to deprive of Taylor Tomlinson's
We can
existence?
barely make this content once a week.
Right.
Imagine if we had to do this every fucking day.
I can only get drunk so many times. So
I
for
don't know.
anybody,
I don't know. There's a limit on it.
what I'm trying to say is we're just performance artists here.
That's right. This is just entertainment. It's not actually sports.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
I do have a suggestion though on
Cool,
on,
cool.
on
Break it down.
TikTok because I went down a TikTok rabbit hole. I have resisted it since it landed in the States.
Yes.
And I went down a rabbit hole, when you have bronchitis since Thanksgiving, it's only so much
Ew.
you can do to lift a finger and keep TikTok.
Ew.
I know, right? So I found this woman named Nina Poole.
Okay.
She's so freaking hilarious, and she does these, what she calls dupes. So whatever the high-end cosmetics are, she's like, here's how you make it, and here's how it's cheap. And she's got tattoos all over her neck and her face, and she's hilarious.
Okay. All right.
And she gets quoted by people. I don't think she doesn't sell anything that I've noticed, like in my TikTok shop. No, she doesn't. She just gives out the info. So anyway, if you're looking for someone to follow on TikTok that is full of positivity, because that is what I need in 2025.
That's what we all need.
Nina Poole.
Okay.
So,
all right.
can we have Nina come on our show?
I bet we could.
I mean,
Why not?
look, what we're saying is TikTokers, your income is going to dry up.
I think
we are going to help you out.
I think Radioactive is more likely to get her than we are.
There's a guy.
People are saying I am hearing.
So. This guy. There's another guy I found. He did a post about today's folk singers. And I think I am going to start doing that on the show, like finding those songs that are just like, oh, like this Machine Gun Kills Fascists for 2025.
There is a guy, I've seen him on Instagram Reels. He's probably
same guy I'm talking about, I'll bet.
Could be the guy who basically makes up folk songs about corporations.
Yep.
And that's the guy. Yeah, he's really good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Or you could get Timothée Chalamet on there and just go.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm talking about a childhood and a shelter from the storm.
Yeah,
not happening.
I think his name's Greg Wells, I want to say.
Okay.
He's one of them. There's two of them that have written some really good ones, and then there's a woman. I'm going to start tracking them down.
Yeah.
And playing a song at least once a week, like the new this.
In other
guitar.
words, your
Machine Kills Fascists.
tracker.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Yeah,
them.
you are Utah Tracker.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Utah Tracker.
All right. On that note, we want to thank Bohemian Brewery for sponsoring episode 0518 of the TV Town podcast. All episodes available now. You can go back all the way to number 1.
Yep.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can.
You can find the one where I was really,
There's
really
I did highlight the ones that featured Laura Jones. Whenever possible, I mentioned who the guest was on that episode.
Oh my god!
So there's at least 2 of them going. Besides this one,
don't go find them.
They're going back a little bit.
What we're saying, Laura, is get a good lawyer. And I can recommend one. Also,
I believe the drink of choice on that one was the Sneaky Pete.
Oh God,
Sneaky Pete, pretty sneaky. So are we gonna go watch Tracker or Queen Latifah now? It's Sunday.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're new or not.
Okay.
but when you do
I will definitely be watching Queen Latifah, though.
Yeah, but when you watch your old folks shows, may I recommend that in addition to a Bohemian Brewery, you should have some of our other fine sponsors.
Let's hear.
Such as our good friends at Sugar House Distillery, the OG sponsor of TVTM Podcast. Or if you want, you could have the Outlaw Distillery. They got some rum, they got some bourbon, they even got some vodka. Yes.
Out there in Midvale.
Yep. And we also are sponsored by Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of your favorite, the
Five Wives and Five Husbands, and various variations of flavored vodkas.
Madame Patarini Gin, the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey, the Underground, your favorite.
That's what we made the Sneaky Pete with.
Yes. That is what somebody else got ruined by. We will not say who.
That's right. Keep it between us.
Again, lawyer, just lawyer up.
Yeah.
But more importantly, wherever you get your libations, you should rock it up with a TV10 Podcast t-shirt. Do you have a TV10 Podcast t-shirt?
No. How much are they?
Oh, well, that's kind of you to ask.
They're free to guests.
Ooh.
Depends. I don't know if we have any sizes besides small left.
Yeah.
We got some small, we got some medium, we got some larges.
Okay.
So, and we'll work it out with you and your people here, Laura.
All right. That sounds good.
The point is, for everybody else, that means all you marks. We're just saying, just pay up for it for only $10.
There you go.
Yeah, that is how cheap it is. Just send an email to tv10podcast@gmail.com. Subject line T-shirt me now.
We should also mention Boustique.
Yeah, oh yeah.
One of our other sponsors.
Oh yeah, because they got some great glassware. They got some great mixtures, and more importantly, they got some non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, and reach out to us on Gmail, TV10 Podcast. Yell at us, whatever you want to do. Also, follow us on the Twitter. We're still there. I'm not leaving because we were there before Elon, so fuck that guy.
Yeah.
We're staying till it burns down.
Yeah.
Also, Blue Sky. Blue Sky is having a moment, doing great. Threads, Instagram, and not TikTok.
And Facebook, but since Facebook
we're still
and
there.
Threads. Yeah. If you're going, well, how is this real? Because they're not fact-checking?
Well, the thing is, the fact-checking wasn't fucking working before.
Exactly.
It's not going to make any difference.
So what we're saying is...
What they're doing might actually work.
Yeah.
Community notes.
In other words,
Just
so what?
saying.
Yeah. So what? Get over it. Move on. Buy our shit because we're awesome and not Joe Rogan. We got that out of the way.
All right. We want to thank Laura Jones. Weeknights at 6 on KRCL, 90.9 FM, krcl.org.
Yes, absolutely. Do tune in, and if you have a band, local band, we're always putting local bands on Friday night show.
Even mine?
Yeah.
I think we've done it once, haven't we?
I think you've done it once, and
Long
then
time
then
ago,
you're
yeah.
on Circus. I'm like, okay, which band is this now? So.
And you looked at them like, these chocolates?
Yeah, we're more suitable for late night than drive time, I think.
That's okay.
Yeah. And, what else? Anything else? That's all the business, right?
Support local professional wrestling. And
there you go. There's that.
Oh, yeah. And
do we have local wrestlers?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Might be a good thing for your show.
I was just gonna say I'd like
Do
that.
you
Do we have local female wrestlers?
Yes.
Oh.
I want them.
Laura,
a while ago,
we'll help you out.
You're gonna
we'll
help
you out.
A while ago, like when I first started at KRCL, which was 2015, there was like a boxing event, and they had women, a female card.
Yeah.
I went out there, and there were these triplets from Wyoming.
Whoa.
It was amazing, and they were like 8. So
Okay.
they've got to be, 18 now.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to try and track them down.
All right, cool.
That's amazing.
We'll
story.
help you out with that.
I like it.
All right, and on that note, good night, America.
And
night.
jiggle that handle because it's time to fly.
But they are so fun. I love these three-pointers. So why would fans stop watching because of three-pointers?
Jordan, just because you only date threes doesn't mean they're fun, but that's not the real reason the NBA is bleeding viewers.
Woke destroyed the NBA. Ratings have collapsed. Some say it's that, some say it's DEI kind of stuff. I mean, what the heck has gone on?
Bingo! It's DEI. I'll say it. There are too many Eastern Europeans in the NBA. Pack your bags, Luka Doncic, and take your little C symbols back to Transylvania.
Whoa, Desi, look, I'm surprised you don't like diversity, given you were a diversity hire for this job.
Why, because I'm a woman?
No, because you're a moron, Desi. Which brings me to my Jordan's Juiced and Jack Bet of the Night. Could Desi correctly spell DEI if given both the D and the I? Brought to you by Gambling. Gambling. Did you know if you rent a storage unit, they don't check if you're sleeping in it?